Touch delay everyone. In this class, we are going to learn about class 11 geography, book 2, and the name of the book is called India Physical Environment, chapter number 2, that is India Structure and Physiography, part 1. Based on geological structure and formations, India can be divided into three broad geological divisions. They are the Peninsula Plateau or the Block Peninsula India, the Himalayan mountains, the Indo-Ganga and Brahmaputra plain. So in order to explain, in order to understand about the formation of these three broad geological divisions of India, we need to go back to 250 million years ago in order to explain, in order to better understand about the formation of three geological divisions of India. Before 250 million years ago, in this planet, in this world, we have only one big landmass or a continent. Name of that continent is called Pangaea, or we can say the supercontinent. And we have one big sea, and the name of that sea is called Pentalasa. So after that, the Pangaea or the supercontinent started disintegrated or detached into two big landmasses. They are Laurasia and Gondwana land. In between these two landmasses, we have a sea, a narrow sea. That sea is called Tete Sea. So under Laurasia, it includes Asia, Europe, North America. In Gondwana land, it includes Africa, South American countries, Antarctica, Australia, and India, Indian Peninsula, we can say. So after that, the two big land masses further disintegrated into several smaller parts. And if you look at here, North America moved westward, South America detached from Gondwana and moved towards westwards, Antarctica moved southwards, Australia moved southeastwards, and India moved towards the Asian plate or the Eurasian plate. So this is how our globe looks at present. So here the main thing is we need to know the formation of three broad geological divisions of India. We need to understand the movement of Indian plate. So after the disintegration of Gondwana land, Indian plate moved towards eastward. So this is how Indian plate in 70 million years ago, and in 15 million years ago it moved towards northwards, that means towards the Eurasian plate, and this is how India looks at present. Because of the collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate, the Himalayan mountains are formed. Since the Indian plates are much heavier or much denser, it moves downwards, and Eurasian plates move upwards. Since these two plates collide one another, the Himalayan mountains are formed because of these two collision of these two giant tectonic plates. When the formation of these Himalayan mountains, it gives rise to a big depression between the Himalayan mountains and the peninsula plateaus of India. There was a huge big depression. So these depression was filled by or made uh, made plain by three major river systems of northern Himalaya. They are in Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. So these are the three major physical or the physiographic divisions of India, geological divisions of India. They are Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, and the peninsula India or the peninsula block. So these are the three major geological structures of India. Major physiographic divisions of India, or in another sense, we can say major physical features of India. The physical features of India can be grouped under the following physiographic divisions. Physical features, physical looks of India, we can divide it into 6 major physical features or physiographic divisions of India. They are the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the Indian desert, the peninsula plateau region, the coastal plains, and the islands, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands. So in this chapter, this is the main theme of this chapter. In this chapter, we are going to learn each of these physical features one by one. So in this class, we are going to learn about the Himalayan mountains, the characteristics, the features, the physical features of the Himalayan mountains. The Himalayan mountains. The Himalayas are geologically, Himalayan mountains are very, very young as compared to other mountains of the world. And structurally, they are fault mountains. So we know Himalayan mountains are fault mountain because of the collision of Indian and the Eurasian plate. It gives rise to the Himalayan mountains, and Himalayan mountains are fault mountains. Fault mountains. So this is the collision between Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. Because of that, it gives rise to the Himalayan mountains. So Himalayan mountains are the fault mountains because of the collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. Fault mountain stretches over the northern borders of India. So if you look at this one, India, this is the map of India. So Himalayan mountains are stretched over the northern borders of India. The Himalayan mountains features, they form an arc shape. Arc shape, we know, semicircle shape. They form an arc shape in the northern borders of India. They form an arc shape which covers the distance from here, from Jammu Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. The distance is from here to here is Himalayan mountains distance is 2,400 kilometers, and their width varies 400 to 150 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. So widths are much broader at this one and near the Jammu and Kashmir, and much narrower if we move towards the eastward, that means Arunachal side. The altitudinal variations are greater in the eastern Himalaya. So if we talk about the altitudinal variation, so suppose this is Himalayan mountain. Here there is not that much altitudinal variations, but if we move towards the eastwards, there is more altitudinal variations if we move towards the east Himalayan sides. So the Himalayan mountain consists of 3 parallel ranges. They are Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik. So Himalayan mountain consists of 3 parallel ranges. They are Himadri, or we can say the Great Himalaya. The second one is Himachal Himalaya or Lesser Himalaya, and the third parallel range is called Outer Himalaya or the Shivalik. Himadri. The northernmost range of the Himalaya is known as the Greater. The Himadri is also called Greater Himalaya or the Inner Himalaya, or we can say Himadri. So these are the 3 names for Himadri or Greater Himalaya. So, as compared to these three Himalayan ranges, Great Himalaya, as compared to other two Himalaya, Lesser Himalaya and Outer Himalaya, it is the most continuous ranges. There is no breakage in between the, if we talk about the Great Himalaya, all the mountains are continuous ranges consisting of the leafest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meter above sea level, most continuous. So as compared to other Himalayas, they are lesser and outer Himalaya. Great Himalayas are the most continuous, and it consists of the leafest peaks, that means highest peaks of the world, such as they are, if you say, peaks such as Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga. Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga, these all tallest or the highest peak are also consist in the Himadri. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks such as Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga in Sikkim. It is throughout the year it is covered by snow, so that means it is perennially snowbound. That means throughout the year Great Himalayas are covered with snow throughout the year. That means 365 days of the year it is covered by snow. Himachal Himalaya is also called Lesser Himalaya. The range lies toward the south of the Himadri is known as Himachal Himalaya or the Lesser Himalaya. So this is Himadri. So Lesser Himalaya or Himachal Himalaya is located south of Great Himalaya or Himadri. So this is Himadri, and if we move towards south we have Lesser Himalaya. The altitudinal, the average height of the Himachal Himalaya is between 3,700 meter to 4,500 meter above the sea level, and the average width of this mountain lesser Himalaya is average is 50 kilometers. So this is Greater Himalaya, tallest one. Next to south of that we have Middle Himalaya or the Lesser Himalaya or the Himachal Himalaya. So this is the location of Lesser Himalaya. It is located south of Greater Himalaya or Himadri. Himachal Himalaya or Lesser Himalaya, the Prepanjal range. So in Himachal Himalaya we have many ranges, small ranges, such as the Prepanjal ranges in Jammu and Kashmir, Dhauladhar range, and Mahabharata range. These are the some of the important or the prominent ranges of Himachal or the Lesser Himalayas. These range consists of most of the famous valleys such as the Kashmir Valley, the Kangra Valley, Kulu Valley in Himachal Pradesh are all consist in this range, that is Himachal Himalaya. This region is also well known for the hill stations like Dalhousie, uh, Dharamshala, Shimla. All these hill stations are also located along the Himachal Himalaya. Shivalik, the outermost range of the Himalaya range is called Shivalik, outermost. So this is Great Himalaya, Himadri. This is Himachal Himalaya. So outermost, or the southernmost Himalayan mountain range is called Shivalik. So this is Greater Himalaya, Himadri. This is Himachal Himalaya. This is Shivalik. So it is located southernmost. So these are the three parallel ranges. 1, 2, 3. So Shivalik located southernmost or the outermost Himalayan mountain ranges. The average width is between 10 to 15 kilometer. Average width here is 10 to 15 kilometer, and half altitudinal height is between 900 to 1,100 meter above the sea level. In this uh, mountain range, that is Shivalik, it consists of some of the famous dunes. Dunes are also, we can say, valleys such as Dehradun, Kothalai Dun, Patli Dun are some of the important dunes which are located along the Shivaliks or Outer Himalaya. The last topic from of this class is the divisions of Himalaya based on river valley. A part of Himalaya. So Himalayan mountains are further divided into four parts based on river valleys. So the part of Himalaya lying between the river Indus to Satluj. So Himalayan mountain located in between these two river valleys are known as the Punjab Himalaya. This is known as Punjab Himalaya. The part of Himalaya mountain located in between river Satluj to Kali. River Satluj to Kali, it is called Kumaun Himalaya. And the third one is the Himalayan mountain located in between river Kali to river Tista. These Himalayan mountains are called Nepal Himalayan, and the part of Himalayan mountain located in between river Tista to Dihang. So Dihang is the another name for Brahmaputra, or we can say Yalongsampo in Tibet. So Himalayan mountain which are located in between these two river valley, they are river Tista to Dihang in Arunachal Pradesh. These Himalayan mountains are called Assam Himalayas. So thank you. This is about the Himalayan mountains.